Journaling Activity and Devotional. I'm your host, Agent Rowe-Saulsbury. Glad to be with you each morning I get on. I'm glad to do it. I really am. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to figure out what it is. Um, it often, or before when I started doing this almost 10 years ago now, yeah, and it's been over 10 years now. Yeah, at any rate, yeah, I'd have this stuff kind of planned out, wasn't working and it was just flowing and it was just awesome. And so I'm wanting to get back to that. Okay. Y'all pray for me. Um, let's see. I want to make sure that I am in the camera and you all can see me prayerfully. You all can hear me. Um, Yesterday was a little stormy, and so my recordings have not been exactly the way I'd like them to be. But today I'm praying that it's nice and clear and with no issues. That would be good, right? Yes, it would be good. All right. Today I am well, let's pray first and then we'll talk about what we're doing. All right. Father in heaven, I want to thank you so very much. Another day that you've given to us life and health and strength. You put us on that wake 'em up list. That means you have something for us to do. And Lord, I pray that we will get busy about doing it. Be with us in our segment this morning as we do a little bit of journaling as well as getting into your word. May it penetrate our hearts and minds, and may we be the changed people that you've called us to be. I ask, Lord, that you will be with anyone who decides to get on, even for a moment. May they be encouraged, uplifted, and inspired to do more and get into your word and to follow you. And we just want to be closer to you, Lord. We already know your presence is always near. You said that you'll never leave us. And so help us to feel you, help us to know you're present, help us to enjoy and sit in your presence and know that you're God and to love on you like you love on us. I ask that you would be with us in our segment. May your gospel go far and wide. Be with all the techie stuff, Lord. And I thank you for what you're going to do. We love you in Christ's name. Amen. All right. I am, well, a couple of things. So, a couple of days back, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I mentioned that there were times where I would sit down in this little book right here and jot down scriptures that I thought I wanted to journal, and I would have themes. So, like this is birds and open our eyes. And with the check marks, those are ones that I've done. I haven't exhausted this. And matter of fact, just found it because it was like packed away. We moved a few times. And so this has been packed away and tucked away. You know how you do that thing where you hide stuff and you end up hiding it from yourself? Yeah. So one of those deals. And at any rate, I would jot down the verses that really kind of spoke to me. And so I did that. My daughter and I, we were out having lunch, and we were outside, and this humongous bumblebee was buzzing around. It's just amazing those things can stay up in the air. It's just like those airplanes. It's just too big with those little bitty wings. But Lord has it. They know what they're doing, and so excuse me. Yeah, and so I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do B. And not necessarily BEE, but BBE, and all of the verses that have B in it. Now, there are hundreds, okay, but there are a few that start with the word B, and like be still, right? And that was our very first scripture. Um, be merciful, right? And today we're going to go to Joshua with be strong and be courageous. We're going to do two of those, okay? All right. But anyway, I started writing down all these verses with be in it. Well, first I did B E E, and then I did. No, I'm sorry. I did B E first, and then I did B E E, the insect, and also then that of course opened up honey, honeycomb, that kind of thing. Anyway, so that's a great way to kind of at least give you some ideas about you know um, what you could do. Okay, and so I highly recommend that for you to try. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that back, just in case you get stuck. All right. The other thing, so when I was stuck, and then I was doing that, oh, maybe I'll do B or whatever. There were a few artists that I like to look at and just enjoy their work. And they do other creative things too, not just journaling and Bibles or in notebooks. But one artist was creating what's called a concertina. And a concertina is like, that's just a nice word for accordion. And so I said, oh, that's cute. Maybe I'll do that along with making, doing this journaling with B. So that's where I went to my copy machine and my printer, my computer, and I found various coloring sheets with um, a B on it. Okay. And so, yes, I am making an accordion um, or a concertina journal or book. So the cute thing about it is when you open up the book and you flip through, okay, and we could open it up the long way. When you turn it over, right, there is the other side. Isn't that cute? So that's what we're making. Our theme is B. I'm going to Joshua today. Hey, if you're wanting to do something like this, I would highly suggest, even if it's not making a concertina, maybe it's not putting it in your Bible. Maybe you have a notebook. Maybe you can draw a bee and then write down some of these verses around it. Make it beautiful. Use different colored markers or something. Just do something that is somewhat creative. I am just giving you some ideas. Okay, you don't have to do it my way. I'm just kind of showing you some of the things that I'm doing on my journey, and I'm happy to share it. And so that's all that's going on here. Okay, all right. Let's go to Joshua. I want to read these passages this morning. I'm hoping that it will encourage you um, as you begin your day. And you know, we're already on Tuesday, already, second day of June. Isn't that amazing? Yes, and so this speaks to me. There's some things that are going on in my life, and hey, God is calling us to be strong and be courageous. I mean, if you know that you're going to win, if you know that God is going to be with you, if He's directed you to it, we have nothing to fear. And I know it sounds, easier said than done. I get it. I do. I get it. Um, but this is the God who created everything, called it into existence, and said, "Let it be." And if He is on our side, if He is saying, "I'm not going to leave you out here stranded," trust me, um, we can bank on it. We can bank on it. And we don't have to walk around timid or unsure. Be prayed up now. Don't just be doing this out of your own whatever, right? Do the thing God is telling you to do. And it's okay for you to double check and ask him again. All right, Lord, really, is this what it is you want me to do? Is that how you want me to say it? Is that, you know, yeah. Don't just do it on your own. Um, let him lead you and guide you. Okay? All right, let's read. I'm in Joshua. All right, if you have your Bibles, you grab it and go to the book of Joshua. All right. Now, I'm very tempted to read all this. This is just nine verses in here. Um, but I think for context and um, so we can get the whole gist of what God is saying to Joshua. Now, of course, Moses has died, and Israel is about to get a new leader, and they have not made it into the promised land yet. Okay, so this is Joshua's job to now lead and guide them to this promised land that God has prepared for them. And I'll just read it. Come on. Joshua, first chapter. Okay. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I'm giving to them, to the people of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I will give to you, just as I promised Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites to the great sea toward the going down of the sun shall be your territory. No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. Just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous. I didn't realize I had another one in here, even though I did read this before. I've got to read that. Be strong. It's 6, 7, and 9. Okay, anyway. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses, my servant, commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so we've got it in there 3 times. I missed it. I missed it. So it's be strong and courageous in verse 6. Be strong, only be strong and courageous in verse 7. And have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? That is in verse 9. So 6, 7, and 9. Awesome. All right. So let me pull out my concertina. I worked on it a little bit off camera, so you'll notice that there are some pages that have been kind of painted already and put together. I even have my bees that are cut out, and some of them are not painted yet, but that's okay. And yeah, fun little project. It really is. Okay, and then we can close it all up and turn it over, and then we've got something here on this other side. Yes, a fancy journal or a booklet. Okay, fancy. All right, so since we have that on here 3 times, I had planned to do 2 because I knew 6 and 9. I had not paid any attention to 7. So maybe we'll try to squeeze in 3. Okay. I was feeling like my flower here, I mean my bee right here needed a flower. And so I have all these that the coloring pages that some of these have come out of. Maybe this one. And I'm going to, you don't have to make these things difficult. You do realize, right? I didn't feel like doing any drawing, you know. Um, as I tell you, sometimes that the drawing thing it can be a lot, and not always as confident with it. And so a lot of times I'll do the drawing of whatever it is. I'll do it. Put them like that, maybe. I'll do the drawing off camera, you know. I was thinking that it needed another. Do I need another one on there? This is a big one. But look, it's got to compete with this over here, right? And I'm probably gonna paint over this a little bit. I think I want a lighter pink on that. Let's do this. Yeah, I have all these little leftover because the bees were on some of these with the flowers, and initially I just wanted the bee, but we gotta have it doing something. And, you know, now that it's become summertime, we'll see lots more of those bees. They are very important to um, our lives, whether we know it and acknowledge it or not. Um, they're the ones that help to spread all that pollen around. Nectar is what they're gathering, and they go from flower to flower because they're busy about taking care of the queen and those the babies and their hives. Interesting little information about bees. You know, it's like there's different ones. You got the queen, you have drones, you've got what else? There was some else. The worker bee, right? Yeah, I think I'm. And so, I don't know. Guess I don't have to have the whole thing on it, do I? And I've got this paper clip because I've got something over here on the other side. Let me, we'll take it off. It'll be okay. Trying to remember some of the compositions of what I have. Okay, so if I do that, and then put my B down. It's okay if it overlaps. And it's a little busy, huh? It's a little busy. Let's see what's going on over here on the other side. Okay. Which is more busy. And I've decided that um, I don't want that gloss on here. I put down my gel medium, and it's a gloss, and I use it a lot. I do. But I think I liked the matte look, and so I had to order myself um, some gel matte. I had some, but it is, yeah, it kind of dried up on me, and it's not as it's not as pliable. I'm pulling it out to look at it again. I mean, it's soft, and I probably could use it with a knife to spread on, but I don't know what to do to. I mean, I might could get away with adding a little bit of water to it or something. But anyway, I don't, maybe, am I out of the camera? You all couldn't see what I was doing. Put my finger all in the gel mat. Down at the bottom, it's, I don't know. I might, maybe we'll be able to use it. I don't know. Maybe I should warm it up in the microwave or something. Anyway, so yeah, that might be too busy. I do have one that's smaller, but then I mean, I could just do that. I would be all right with that. I don't have to have a flower on here. Hmm? Yeah, okay. And then let's put some words on here. I don't think I need to do like a whole bunch of stamping and stuff like that. I've got some spots where apparently it was sticking to that other side. And And that's the other thing that happens with that gel, the that gloss, it sticks. And so I'm thinking going forward, um, I will probably be using a lot more matte gel. Okay, this is a matte one. So you can use it like glue, just like we use with the gloss. But instead of there being this shine to it like the gloss does, it'll be matte. And I think I'm liking that better. Okay. All right. Let me get something to, um, I know I could get something a little better, but I'm going to use this. I've got my Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen. I've been using Posca markers to do the coloring of my bee, and I'm going to use this yellow. It's a little lighter, okay, and we'll get started. All right. Now, a lot of the detail might get a little lost, and we can put some highlights in, like with white or something to. So I'm not sure, what, of course, everybody might have on their list of things that they need to accomplish or do, but just a reminder today that whatever it is that you're doing, you don't have to be afraid. Sometimes our tasks look overwhelming, right? And I think I want him to be more yellow than black, so I want this to be yellow. Um, yeah, maybe you're about to start a new class, maybe gonna start a new job, maybe it's a new relationship. I think I'm gonna, I already did the wings in that, oops, in that pearl. No, I like my pearl white. And we'll do its legs. Now, most of the time, you'll see me painting because I just like to paint. If it was a larger surface, so like for this bee, I did use my marker to do the bee, but I used the paint to do the wings and the flowers, which I don't like anymore. I think I'm gonna paint over those. Using these m- paint markers, because that's really what it is. It's just paint in a marker form. That's what this is anyway. Um, your stuff is opaque, can't see through it. Sometimes you'll lose some of the definition and lines and things. And so we're going to go back and try to put some of that in. Now, because I have this background that's black, our legs we're not going to be able to see. So we're going to have to put something down so that we can actually see the body of. So we can see the legs anyway, because we're not going to be able to see the legs of our of our bee. Right, hey, if you're just joining, welcome and thank you for being with me. Um, Journaling today, Joshua. Well, our theme or what have you is B. And today, our thought or sentiment today is be strong, be courageous. I kind of messed up his eye over there, but that's okay. We'll live with it. Okay. I'm very tempted to maybe put down maybe some white paper. I just, um, I could do another color, huh? I could. I think, maybe. Let's get some words down, huh? So I've got some strips here. Sometimes I'm okay with my handwriting. Other times I am not. I think I want to do stamping today. Let's get a longer one here. And let's find my letters. I have been having fun messing around with my new supplies. And I really did not spend a whole lot of money in purchase of these. I mentioned the other day that I got these things off of, I got these stamps off of Temu and the stencils. And I mean, really, really inexpensive. And so I didn't mind getting them. All right, where's I need my, there you are. Okay. All right. I'm running out of space. That's what happens when you don't put your stuff away. All right, I'm using some archival ink, and this is my acrylic block that's going to help me to put my words on. I think I'll use the larger one to help with that. And sit that over there. And I think I'm going to use these today. I have something that's a little smaller that I've hid from myself. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do I'll do BE first. All right. And I might do it twice because I said, or like maybe three times because our words today, well, maybe I shouldn't use that. Maybe I should use the smaller one. Only because, and I'm saying that only because with this, I'm getting it on here, and I'm guessing I could just do it that way, but getting it on the ink pad can be a little tricky. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and line this up so we can get our first word down here, B. Okay, and not B-E-E, but just B-E. All right, now I need to, okay. Move this stuff out of the way. I can't do it on this because this is like bubble, it's not flat. So I want to use my desk, and it might not fit. Hmm. Let's not waste that. Let's find. Okay. No, not that. I've got a bunch of scrap paper here. All right. Let's ink that up again. All right. So we're going to do it 3 times, huh? All right. That's good. All right. And I should always have my little wipe out. We want to try to keep these things clean. All right. And I should be using a baby wipe. I don't know if, because what I have is alcohol wipes, and I don't know that it'll destroy or eat up the acrylic or not. I haven't had any issues or anything, but you know. All right, so I've got B. I want to put strong, and I could do it in another. I could do it in these with these letters. Um, it is kind of big for my page, um, but this is a big message, right? So I'll do it for one. It's not going to hurt. Let's see, and we'll do this in parts. So STR. Am I going to be able to get all that on there? Let's see. I could always use the bigger block, but I always turn it over and look at it real good, and because however you put it on there, that's what's going to happen. That's where it's going. So you have to get it right. I think that's good. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 since I have we have that verse 3 times. We have that saying 3 times. Well, in 3 verses we do, right? Yeah. In verse 6 and 7 and 9. Apparently God really wanted them to, hey, don't be scared. I got you. He reassured them 3 times while he was talking to them. 3 times. Now, if you're a parent or a teacher, educator, you know about having to repeat yourself. You know about repeating yourself. I've said it many a time. Let me get Let me get a tape recorder. I know we don't even use those anymore, but let me get a tape recorder so I can just push the button because I've said that already. I've said it. I've said it several times. Mm. I wonder if that's what God says to us, huh? All right. Stron. Yeah, no, but that's, I mean, you do it because you don't want the kids to get it wrong, right? You want them to be on top of things and okay, I'm gonna be happy with it. Okay. I know it might not be perfect, but it's okay. So that's a nice God. That's a patient teacher. I'm gonna tell you 3 times. Be strong. Be courageous. And he's telling them you're gonna have success everywhere you put your foot. Everywhere you put your foot, which means that you can't just not move. Part of this is your cooperation and moving forward, right? Don't just stand there. All right. Now, our big word, courageous. Let's put that on here. I'll put one here. I might be able to get 2 on here. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should use the other letters. These are all, on kind of a cursive thing. Do I want to try to do it with this box? Maybe so. Yeah. So you got to move. You have to, that's part of your participation. All right. You can't possess stuff and still stay in the same spot you were in. You got to go towards it. Who am I speaking to today? Half of this challenge is just getting the letters off of this thing without tearing them. And then the other is making sure you spell your stuff right. That's important. Okay. I'm so very thankful for the grid that's on here because that helps me. Oh, that helps me to get these on right. Come on. That acts like it doesn't want to stick. So with this set, because it's cursive, you're supposed to be able to kind of connect them, and so So I'm trying to do that. That doesn't want to stick on there like it's supposed to. Mm. Okay, interesting. Come on. Okay, and now I get my R on. Come on. That's, I don't want it to look funny. All right, I think we're good. Let's see. Mm, go ahead and get another one on here. It's kind of close together, but I think it'll be okay. All right. So the first part of our word, courageous. Let's write that down. And let's see. I'll read that O again. Right? Put that back. Okay. Let's get the A and spell it right. The G, and we have our O and our U and S, right? Did I spell it right? Let's use our big one here. Use the bigger one. I should be able to get it on there. It's just maneuvering on the ink pad. Good. Okay, I can't. Let's see. Somehow I don't think I'm spelling it right. I got to get an E in here somewhere, right? That's important. Sometimes it only works for me when I write it down myself. Where did my pencil go? Here you are. All right. I just need a little scrap piece of paper. Yeah. Let's see. It's EOUS. Yes, I knew that. I knew something was off. So G and then the E, which is here. No, that's C. I don't have E out yet. You know how you can just look at something and say, that does not look right. I'm missing something. Courageous. E, and then O. Where did you go? O. U. It's coming. Sometimes these things take time, y'all. Sometimes. Okay, this is S. All right. Come on. Alright. Patience is really trying my patience today. Come on, come on. I think that's okay. Come on, stick on here for me. Okay, I think that's good. Let's before we lose it, right? Okay. See if we get it right. Yeah, I might have to. See, that's going to, I'm going to only be able to get the two in there. Huh. Okay. Yeah. And this is going to be off the page. Okay. I don't like that. I have to get another piece of paper so we can do it again. Yeah. Let's get another piece of paper. And let's see, I do have this yellow. It's cardstock though, and I don't necessarily mind. I think I want the thinner regular just copy paper. All right, so we're gonna have to begin again on that creages, and I'm gonna have to spread that out a little bit more. Okay, so let's do 3 of these. I know you all are saying, what is she doing? And space it out a little bit more. So I'll be able to cut around it and it won't be so close. Okay. All right. All for our little journal thing today. Yes. All right. Little different than I normally do, right? But it's okay to kind of mix it up a bit and do something a little different. This is E, I don't need that. O and U, I will need. The S, I do not. Okay, so that's there. Now let's go back with our C, O, U, and letter R. Where are you? I know I'm looking at it. I am. Here you are. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get this right this time. I'm going to line it up. Again, so very grateful for the lines on this acrylic block, because then I can try to get things straight. It's very, very nice and convenient. Okay. This is a little disconnected here, but that's okay. Oh, come on. That's what I was fighting with before. Let's try it. They don't act like they want to stick and stay on here. Have anything to kind of grab onto. All right. I'm guessing it's going to look a little funny to me. Come on. I think that'll be okay. Let's try it. Let's see. I'm going to put it right here. Didn't get that C good, but that's all right. I use a marker and that on there good. All right. So our verses today, I was saying that how we've got three here because God says it three times in that chapter to Joshua: be strong, be courageous. Be strong, be courageous. And, and telling him, look, I'm going to be with you, promising him where you plant your feet. And then you know what? And it's not one that I've spoken about already this morning, but the idea that he's saying, hey, the law, and I know a lot of us don't like to, some folks, no, hey, I still don't want people to kill. I don't want people to steal. I don't want you coveting what I got. Yeah, we kind of act like Old Testament thing. In some respects, when Jesus died on the cross, yeah, we don't have to kill no lamb and stuff like that. But those 10 Commandments, he did that on stone and with his own finger. I'm thinking that's kind of important. Writing something on stone gives it a little bit more of a permanent kind of idea, right? And so I'm going to cut that there. Okay, I can put this up. Yeah. So the whole idea that, we don't have to look, we should still honor our parents, right? Even if they are gone, right? Yeah. So that whole idea of, oh, we're not under the law. No, you're not. If you obey it, it's just like driving down the street and the speed limit says 45. As long as you stay under 45, you're good. The law ain't gonna come after you if you stand under 45. The moment you go 50 or more, now you're subject to the law. The law is you go over the speed, we can write you a ticket. I mean, that's simple enough. I mean, I don't know. Y'all can kind of act like that's not important and valid if you want to. Go ahead. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm glad God has put that in place. He doesn't want us to mistreat each other and hurt each other. And so for somebody to say, "Oh, we're not under that law. That doesn't exist." Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, how is that not going to exist for us? And God has subscribed that, and then we have set up um, our legal system, you know, that says you do these things, you steal, you kill, you have to pay for that, right? You go to jail, you serve some time. or you get a fine. Anyway, I don't really mean to get off into that. What I wanted to say is the idea that God is saying to Joshua, and he's saying to the people that, hey, you follow the law, you do what I tell you to do, you're going to have success. Okay. All right. I know that took like forever. I don't even know what to tell you. um, my little alcohol wipe, they dry out so quickly. All right. Okay. Let's put these things, somewhat put these things away just a little bit, out of the way anyway. All right. Okay. Here are our words. And let's find some glue. I think I've got this glue stick here. It's just one yeah, I think I've got enough one here. I've been using it a lot. All right. So what I think I want to do here, I was kind of playing around it. My bee, we're not gonna be able to see his wings real good, and so I was trying to at least maybe get yeah, some of that down, and and let's work out where our words are going to be. So the first is be strong, right? And um, maybe I could do them like that. And like I said, these words are really the letters are bigger than I would want, but I didn't want to write it. I wanted to do them this way. I think I like them better this way. All right. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of cut around this. You all see, am I off camera while I'm doing that? I apologize. That can be frustrating. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. All right. Um, is that what I want to do? I want to introduce some yellow. Maybe another color in this. Just doing it so that you all can see his little legs. I don't want that to be like really lost. I think I like it. I might like it that way, maybe. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Okay, let's do it before I change my mind. Let's get it down here before I change my mind. So, yes, our scripture today is in Joshua, the first chapter. And Joshua is getting some encouragement from God saying, hey, be strong. I got you. And it must have been a little, you know, daunting. He's watched Moses as he, you know, Oh, I want that right on top. So let me go ahead and put that there. Come on. He's watched Moses through the good and the bad, right? Trying his best to navigate these people who were not always cooperative, right? Okay, if that's a little off centered, it doesn't have to be all matchy matchy perfect and everything. So I'm going to put this down and yeah, like that. Okay. Um, yeah, and he's probably saying, "Whoa, I'm taking over now that Moses is gone." I mean, I, 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 I saw how he worked, and I know how the people are. And sometimes we can talk ourselves out of things. Oh, I'm not qualified. Oh, I didn't go to school for that. Or, I, thinking that we're not the right person for the job when God is saying, hey, you know what? I've been preparing you for this. Mm, come on. Okay. Yeah, gluing stuff down. I mean, that's fun and all, but it shouldn't take forever. All right, let's work on another one. There's a be strong here, and we can mark that maybe as where'd my scissors go? Oh, here. Joshua 1:6, and I'm just gonna cut away just a little bit. I don't have so much to. Let's see, that's almost not even gonna fit on my page. Guess I could, let me cut a little bit more off here. That's something to keep in mind. I could cut each letter and place them, I could do that. All right, okay. I still have some more that I want to do to this. So, but let's work on another. I was going to put one here. I thought about it anyway. I've got one that's just about completed, so I could do courageous over here. And I can put it on here sideways and it will fit, right? Let's do that. Let's get our B. I'm missing one. Did I throw it away? That could happen. Okay. Where is the other? Oh, there you are. Good. Okay. I didn't throw it away. I thought I threw it away with my scraps. Yeah, so I can mark this one as Joshua 1:6, and we have Joshua 1:7, and Joshua 1:9. God is saying, be strong, be courageous, reassuring Joshua that he can do this, and the children of Israel. You can do this. Okay, put you down here. Yes, and this is the makings of a concertina. All right. Just like that. All right, that one's already done, so we're good. And I could go ahead and do one here, but maybe we can flip it to this other side and do one on that side. I mean, there's two, be strong and courageous, so I can do be strong and courageous. Okay, this one is sort of done, so I can probably get him on. Now, he's big, and I'm considering, come on, let's do it this way. Come on, fold it up. Come on. Yeah. All right. I'm considering, because I don't want to cut him, is putting him on both pages, sort of connecting it. It is, I think that's okay to do. Do I want him upside down? Maybe his wing will be off. Not off his little leg. I'd have to cut that. Am I okay with that? I might be okay with that. And I think I'm okay with it. Okay, let's go ahead. We're getting 3 done today. All saying the same thing. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. I could do, I could put that up there. I didn't really want to cover up my, I didn't really want to cover up the B so much. I mean, I don't mind putting like that on top. And I know they're all coming off from the same verse, but it's like be strong, be courageous. Mhm. Yeah. All right, let's get it down before I change my mind. Let's get this on. All right. He's a big one. So yes, I said that I was going to do a little research on bees. I think there's lots of lessons that we can learn from this little bitty insect. um, I mentioned the other day they have 5 eyes. I'm not sure as to why that would be necessary, but okay, that's what God decided to do. Who am I? Who am I to say, okay, that was excessive? know it's covering up, but we know what that word is, right? We know what the word is. Got some spots where my glue is not sticking. I don't really like this so much, this glue. I'm gonna have to get me. It's okay for some projects. Maybe I just don't have enough down. I don't know. Letting it dry real quick. I mean, it's like quick drying or something, because I know I put glue on these legs and things. It's just not sticking. I have to cut that off. I wanted to use this because using the liquid glue, it takes forever to dry. And I wanted it to dry fast. I don't want to have to use the heat tool all the time. Okay. And I'm going to come back through this and kind of knock off a little bit of the white, maybe do a little bit more of some highlights, things like that. Okay. Okay. So, wait, where did the other go? I lost it? How did I throw it away this time? For real, for real? Where did it go? I'm looking for my B. Or did I do three? I only did three? Maybe I only did three. Okay. And you know why? Because I think my first thought was that I was going to put them together. The B, strong B. I, yeah, I think that's what I was planning to do. And that's why I've got these three that are left. Maybe I'll go ahead and put them all on the same frame instead of doing it different. Be strong. I think I'm going to need that be courageous too. All right, let's do it. It's okay. Let me give me some paper. I'll get my stamps back out. What was I thinking? And it's all right. That's what, it's okay. Get my ink pad back out. And I know. I hear you talking. I do. It's like, okay, Adrienne, come on, get it together. But sometimes you have these thoughts about things and they don't come until later. Like, oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to need three of these. So I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking that I was going to need three or six. That's what I need. I need six. Be strong. Be courageous. I needed 6 of those. Okay. All right. Now we're together, I think. Put these back. All right. And we'll cut these out. Now, again, I could have just, did some handwriting, but like I said, I don't always like my handwriting, so. I probably need to practice. It used to be nice. I remember in grade school, I had a friend that my little best buddy, Carla. We were in grade school. We would practice our handwriting, and that was fun. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that, but I remember that. I remember sitting in class, and when we had free time and stuff like that, we would work on our handwriting and make funny letters and write in each other's notebooks, stuff like that. Shout out to my friend Carla Rogers. She and I both lost our dads around the same time. I mean, my dad's funeral was on a Monday, and her father's funeral was on that Friday before, and it's just amazing. We lost our dads around the same time. All right. I know I don't have my, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and heat that up and get that a little closer. I know I don't have my B on this page just yet, but that's okay. And I'll make sure that I have something that's a little smaller. The words are a little smaller since this is so big, but this is like at the end, okay? I still have some, you know, I still have some stuff to do on here, but at least we're getting it down, okay? All right. So I probably need to go back to the other side so that I can, okay, come on. See how that's not staying on? Try not to be all messy about it, but okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So this is a concertina. Come on. So I can flip it over and then I'll have the pages on the other side. So I've got this Be Strong, and I did not put on there Be Courageous. Um, yeah. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that or not. Maybe I'll stick with what I had. I had to be strong over here. I've got be courageous. And then on the other side, be strong. Maybe that's enough. Why do I have another B here? Be strong. Be courageous. Be strong. Oh, I didn't put the be courageous over here, did I? Nope. Okay, let's do it. That's what it was missing. I was like, why do I have extra? And I know I'm putting it right on the spine, on the fold rather, but okay. All right, and then over here on this one, I think what I might do is put this over here, maybe. We'll see. I'll have to go ahead and paint and color that up, but okay. Anyway, I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna put on there, and I'm gonna save these, of course, because I can do it for another project, right? I'm going to put the date on here. I'm going to clean them up a little bit. And yeah, so that's day 3 of our making of our concertina accordion book. Gotta make sure the stuff is glued down good. Let that dry. It's coming. I have to work on a cover for it and a backing. Where's my scissors? Let's cut that now. But isn't that cute? I think it's gonna be nice. It's not anything that I've ever done before. So it's my first time. And so, this would be the front. This would be the front. And you need to open it and you do this, right? I mean, but because I've got it covering both pages, you open it up, and then you turn it over, and then you can see the other side. Okay, our concertina book. All right, and our verse today is found in Joshua 1, 6, and 7, and 9. God reassures Joshua and commands him 3 times. Hey, be strong, be courageous. Be strong, be courageous. All right, I say that to you today. All right, God is going to be with you, and He's got you everywhere you plant your foot. That means you do have to get up and go. You got to move. You got to do. Okay, you got to do something. Can't stay in the one place. But it's everywhere you tread your foot. It's yours. That's a great promise, y'all. Great promise. Go with God and do that thing. All right. God bless you. May your journey be sweet, Lord willing. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. Okay. All right. I hope you'll join me. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.